Hi, everyone. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so my name is Dr. Lulu. For those of you who do not know, I am a life coach, I'm a physician. I help doctors basically become advocates and maybe even activists when it comes to their LGBT plus patients. I am stuck here. Hold on. Yeah, okay. All right, sorry, I had to get the Instagram to behave itself. But yeah, so hopefully that will work. I I wanted to come. I know we're a little late. Just bear with me. At this point, real talk with Dr. Lulu is going to have to be anytime on Wednesdays. Today, actually, I could have been a little bit earlier, but I had a doctor's appointment. So you have me when you get me. So I wanted to come and share really quickly that yesterday I hosted my first ever, finally, my first ever paid workshop with physicians. And I was able to help doctors that came to the workshop learn the very first thing that they need to do when it comes to affirming their patients. So, hi, Unfiltered Wings. So, one of the things that I do is help physicians. A lot of doctors actually tell me, say, Dr. Lulu, I don't know what the first thing is to do. I don't know the first thing to say when it comes to affirming my patients. And so, I am trying to close that gap between doctor and patient. So, one of the things I do is go on live on Wednesdays and try to help doctors and patients as well kind of close the gap. So yesterday I had my first workshop and we had two whole doctors in attendance and I'm so proud of myself. And both of them had the same concern. I don't know where to start. And like many, many doctors, there's this fear of getting it wrong, fear of offending the patient, fear of being judged, fear of really admitting that they don't know. A lot of doctors are uncertain, and I get it. We're not taught this in medical school. We're not. Unfortunately, what we get because they are so afraid is silence. And so let's talk about silence a little bit. So, silence is not neutral. Silence actually has a lot of consequences, negative consequences that can come with it. If a doctor does not recognize the patient Okay, so we're back. I don't know what happened. I think we lost the Wi-Fi just went off. So apparently I've been live this whole time, but I did not realize it because my Wi-Fi went completely dead. So the one person who is watching, thank you so much. I don't know what happened. I literally have been here all day and the Wi-Fi has been working just fine. And then I go live and the Wi-Fi decides to die. This is life and you just kind of roll with it. This is exactly what happens in real life. You just learn how to roll with it. So I was saying that I hosted my first ever paid workshop yesterday, and I had a lot of mindset drama with that. But I went ahead and I did it. And I'm so thankful and so grateful that I did because one of the things I noticed is the two doctors who signed up, both of them showed up. So, first lesson, when it's something that people pay their money, they will show up. But I also noticed that my own energy yesterday was different because I was coming without any intent to sell them anything else because they already invested in it. But let's talk about the content. So I wanted to just share with you all just a little debrief. The two doctors who came said the same thing. We both want to affirm our patients, but we're struggling because we don't know how to start. That is not unusual. Many doctors, too many, tell me the same thing. Dr. Lulu, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for doing the work, but we would like to do the same thing for our patients. We just don't know where to begin. I get it. And so my job today is to give you a little teaser. Of course, if you want the full thing, let me know. Send me a DM. Just type in the word affirm in a DM and I'll take it from there because I really want everyone to, first of all, 10% of the US population, 10% of the US adult population identify as LGBTQ plus, meaning if you have 2,500 patients in your panel, at least 250 of them identify as LGBT. And so if you don't know 250 patients that are LGBT, then that means you're making my point is right? That they are hiding in plain sight. So let's talk about that a little bit. And so what happens is most doctors are afraid, right? They're afraid to say the wrong thing. They're afraid of being judged. They're afraid that their colleagues may tell on them. I mean, let's be honest these days, right? They're afraid of admitting that they don't know. And I get it because we're not taught this in medical school. No one taught us this in medical school. That said, your patients are there for you to see them. You took an oath to first do no harm. So, how then do you do this? So, the first thing is to recognize that you don't know, right? That you have blind spots. The second thing is to recognize that there is help. People like me, there are many people in the LGBT community who are actually available to do trainings. I'm one of them. So I'm available for you. I'm available to come to your place of work to help if that is an issue, if you like some training. But before you find me, how about when the patients find you? How can the patients find you? How can they feel safe in your office? And how can they trust you? Those are the three things that we want for every patient, really, whether they're LGBT or not. And so that's what I teach in the classes. 3 easy steps for you to begin to affirm your patients. The first thing is for your patients to find you. The second thing is for them to feel safe when they're around you. And the third thing is for them to trust you. But let's just say you meet a patient and you're afraid to say the wrong thing. Let me ask you a question. Is there any other kind of patient that you're afraid to say the wrong thing? Is there? The truth is, as doctors, we don't know what we don't know. But the first day you went to medical school, you did not know how to become a perfect doctor. You didn't know. But what did you do? You did the next right thing, which is, hi, my name is Dr. Lulu. Literally. And because in the queer community, because in the gender diverse community, because in the LGBT plus community overall, saying your pronouns kind of signals to your patient that you know a thing or two, you're woke a little bit, tossing your pronouns. Tossing your pronouns. Let your your office staff also toss in their pronouns. That is the next level. Like truly is as simple as my name is Dr. Lulu and my pronouns are she, her. You can start with that. We're not asking you to be perfect. We're asking you to be present. We're asking you to be present. We're asking you to be humble and be honest with yourself. And we're asking you to practice. So be present, be prepared that your next patient might be LGBT, and then practice. So those three P's. So be present, be prepared, and practice. Practice makes perfection, but we don't even want perfection. Forget that. Practice makes progress, right? You don't have to be perfect. Your patient is not expecting you to be perfect. Heck, your patient is still learning about themselves most times. We're all continuing to become. So, the first thing to do is introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Dr. Lulu. Smile, be warm. That's across the board. Listen, your LGBT plus patient who is being affirmed doesn't expect you to be perfect. Affirming care is not a different, special kind of care. It's just you treating your patient in front of you right. Which means if they're coming with trauma, don't add more to it. Which means if they're coming with fear, don't add more to it. Two people being afraid is equals to double fear, right? You can't be afraid. There are people like me who can help you. So we want you to not be perfect. We want you to at least go in there with your best foot forward. Tell the patient, say, I'm still learning. I am learning how to be affirming. I am learning the right thing to do. How can I help you feel safe? Because you know that the money isn't the safety. Most patients do not tell you who they are because they don't feel safe. So just tell them, be honest, be vulnerable. My name is Dr. Lulu. I'm trying to learn how to be affirming, how to be more inclusive. My pronouns are she, her, hers. Would you like to share your pronouns? Something as simple as that. And when you tell your patient that you're learning, your patient immediately becomes your biggest fan. They start rooting for you big time because, hey, this is a great thing. This is a great thing. So, affirming care doesn't treat the patient specially. Just treat the patient right. So remember that. Also, remember to tell the patient that you're learning. Doctors, we're afraid to say what we don't know a lot of times. But if you're not a brain doctor and your patient has a brain tumor, you say, you know what? I don't know how to treat brain tumors, but I can find you a doctor that will. So that's where my practice comes in. But I really want you to do the barest minimum, which is introduce yourself using your pronouns. And then say, you know what, Dr. Lulu has a practice called Dr. Lulu's Pride Corner. I can send you to her, right? For the heavy lifting. But you can at least start by introducing yourself and then making sure that your staff also knows. Because at the end of the day, if your patient leaves, that's revenue loss. If your patient feels disrespected and calls their lawyer, that's more revenue loss. Like, we don't want that. We don't ever want any negative energy around our patients. But the truth is, your patients, if you don't know that they're transgender, they will miss out on the appropriate care that they deserve. If it's a trans man that has transitioned completely and is very, very masculine looking, you may never know that they have a uterus. If they still have a uterus, you may never know that they need a pap smear. So it does benefit both you and your patient and your practice to know, especially if 1 out of 10 patients that you see every single day is LGBT. Are you kidding me? That's a huge number. And then more and more and more. So I didn't want this to take too long. We already running behind the whole snafu with the Wi-Fi. I don't know what that was, but I just wanted to come and share my gratitude that I did have my first launch yesterday. And a lot of people told me, catch me on the next one, catch me on the next one. Great. If you would like me to catch you on the next one and you're watching this video, send me a DM. Just send me the word affirm and I'll take it from there. That's one. Number two, if you're in the Atlanta, Georgia area, I'm having a special event for doctors in November. More to come. And then number three, if you're looking for a community of affirming physicians, guess what? Look no further. I started one. It's on WhatsApp. We're going to stay there until we expand past capacity. Just send me a DM and out if you are interested in joining us. We have 2 founding members already. Those 2 who came yesterday, they're already in the community and they're waiting for you to come and join them. So it's not as hard as you think. I want you to remove the fear out of it because anything done from fear is not going to be done right. And believe it when I say your patient is truly rooting for you. I don't know where this idea of patients being, people being afraid of the LGBT plus community, I'm not sure where it came from. Okay, I know where it came from. It came from bias in the society. The average LGBT plus patient just wants to be treated like anybody else. They just want you to treat them the way you treat any other patient, except maybe in this case, if it's a trans woman, ask the appropriate questions. If it's a trans man, ask the appropriate questions. But whenever they come to see you, they're not always coming about their transness. Like I'm queer, but I'm straight passing, obviously. But when I come to see you, I'm not always coming about my queerness, right? But I do want to have a rapport with my doctor such that if and when I ever come about my queerness, you treat me the way you treat me right, the way I'm supposed to be treated. So, my name is Dr. Lulu. This is what I do for a living. This is called Real Talk with Dr. Lulu. I come every Wednesday, and I apologize about this Wednesday afternoon. I was just like, I went to the doctor and then I got carried away because I'm also trying to find a place to move to. So I completely like forgot about it until this evening. So I'm trying to come live now because I promised y'all, and I'm not going to miss it. This is episode 4. So if you scroll through my page, you find other old episodes. Please watch them. Ask me any questions you might have when it comes to affirming your patient. We're here to help. Okay, I have a book coming out for y'all. I'm so excited. I'm trying my best to keep it hush hush, but it just came out. So I'm doing a lot of things to help y'all. You're not alone in this. But if you wonder tomorrow morning, what can I do? What can I say? Start small. Start with your name. Start with your pronouns. It's going to feel weird at the beginning. Of course it will. When you are learning how to ride a bicycle, it felt weird. Every time you're learning something new, it's going to feel a little weird, but that never stopped you. Before you spoke to your spouse, before you asked them out, it felt a little weird, but that didn't stop you, right? We have done weird things. We have done hard things. So this is just one of those weird, hard things you're going to do. So again, start with your name and your pronouns. I'm going to be teaching another class. I'm calling them master classes now. So another master class is coming up in the next 4 to 6 weeks. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do one in October or if I'm just going to wait and do it in November. So probably in October because there's a lot of people who need to learn and they just don't know what they don't know. So my name is Dr. Lulu. I'm happy to teach you. I'm happy to hold space for you. I'm happy to help fill the gaps and help us with our blind spots. But your patients are waiting. Your patients need to be affirmed. Your patients need to be treated right. All your patients, whether they're LGBT or not, but especially if they're LGBTQ+, because those are my people. So the first thing to do is to be aware of your blind spots. Don't pretend to know something if you don't know it. Nobody wants that. You don't want that, and I don't want that either. So if you don't know, it's okay to ask questions. I know you're a doctor. I get that. You're not used to not knowing. I get it. But this is a relatively new space in the sense that society has made us really truly believe that our LGBTQ plus patients are the enemy somehow. They're the enemy of the state. They are persona non grata. This is my child. My kid just wants to be left alone. And when she goes to the doctor, she wants to not be the one teaching her doctor because she was like, Mom, I don't want to be the one teaching my doctor. And she's right. And so I'm happy to teach you. So the first thing to do is reach out, type the word affirm in the DM for me if you'd like more information. The second thing is let me know if you'd like to join our brand new WhatsApp community of affirming doctors if you're already affirming. The third thing is the next masterclass is going to be in the next several weeks. So just stay on my page, stay tuned to my page. I'll let you know if and when that is. And then the fourth and last thing is it's okay for you to not know everything. Your patients are not ever expecting perfection. They're expecting you to just be present and be prepared for the possibility that the next patient you see might very well be LGBT. In that case, so I watched Dr. Lulu and she said, introduce myself with a smile and say my pronouns. So my name is Dr. Lulu. My pronouns are she, her. Would you like to share your pronouns today? How can I make you feel safe today? How can I support you today? The same thing you do with any other patient. But when you say your pronouns, when you ask them about, when you mention the safety, your patient will know that you know. Okay, so I'm going to end there because I have a meeting at 7 o'clock. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for watching. For those of you who watched, thank you for being there. I will see you all next Wednesday unfailingly, hopefully at 12 noon this time around. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me because I'll be busy on Wednesdays. I think because Monday was just kind of went by so fast. I came back from Chicago Monday morning, which is midnight, and Monday was a haze. So I really thought yesterday was my Monday, and I thought today was Tuesday. So my apologies. But yeah. So I will see you all next Wednesday. If you have any questions, if there's any topic you would like me to discuss, please let me know. I'm happy, more than happy to discuss it. But I just wanted to share the success of my workshop yesterday, but I'm going to start calling it masterclass now. So y'all help me with my vocabulary, okay? I'm going to start calling it masterclass because I think that's what it is. And if you have any questions whatsoever, just ask me. And on that note, I'll see you all next Wednesday. Bye, Dr. Lulu, and I'm out.